Hi friends, today we're going to be reviewing comparing and ordering numbers, okay? So first let's look at comparing three-digit numbers. So, how do I compare three-digit numbers with symbols? That's our essential question we're going to be looking at today. So let's take the number 238 and 284. As you can see, I already broke it into hundreds, tens, and ones using what I know about place value to show that 238 has two hundreds, three tens, and eight ones. 284 has two hundreds, eight tens, and four ones. I'm just using the place value of that I know the digits are worth. When you're comparing, you're going to start with the highest place first and work your way down. And you're just going to see which one has more. So with 238 and 284, I start with my hundreds. They both have two hundreds. So they're equal there, and I can't compare which one's bigger or smaller at this point. Right now they're the same. Next, I go to my tens place, and I can see that they both have three, at least three, but then 284 has five more tens than 338. So I can actually stop there because I know now that 284 is bigger than 238 because it has more tens. So, how can you write this using symbols? This is a review, right? We have our less than symbol. It means the first number is smaller. So for example, 238 is less than 284. So our numbers from up here. An equal sign means it's equal to, means both numbers are the same. Like 553 equals 553. This is the greater than symbol. It means that the first number is bigger, like in 967 is greater than 648. Okay, and in this case, if you start in the hundreds, you can see that the 900 is bigger than the 600, so I wouldn't even need to go farther than that. 9 is bigger than 6. Something they may have told you in first grade, or you might have heard before, is the alligator, that means these mouth, always wants to eat the bigger number. So in less than, it's pointing to the bigger number, and in greater than, it's pointing to the bigger number. Okay? So let's talk about ordering them as well. So you can compare numbers, and you have to do that as you order them. So let's say I had 124, 307, and 235. If I wanted to put these numbers in order, I have to kind of compare them to see which one's the smallest, which one's the middle, in this case because there's three, and which one's the largest. Now, let's say I want to order it from least to greatest. That means the smallest number to the biggest number. Well, I would start in my hundredth place. I'd say, okay, I have a 1, a 3, and a 2. 1, luckily none of them are the same, so I can just stop right there. 1 is the smallest, then the 2, then the 3. So that is them in order from least to greatest. If I'd wanted to order them from greatest to least, I would start with the biggest one and work my way down. So that's putting them in order. Let's say you had a few more and they're closer together. Let's say you had 204, 210, 221, and 206. Let's say you want to order those numbers. This is where we're at. If I start in my hundreds place, they all have two hundreds. So I'm going to have to move over to my tens place, where I have a 0, a 1, a 2, and another 0. Okay, if I want to go from least to greatest, I'm going to have to start with the zeros, because that's the least number. In this case, though, because I have 2 with zeros, I have to look at my next number. So I have a 4 and a 6. I know that 4 is less than 6, so that one's going to be the one that goes first, then the one with the 6. Now, moving on, I can go back to my tens place because I have a 1 and then a 2. If I'd wanted to go greatest to least, it would just be the other way. I would have started with the 2 in the tens place first, then the 1, and then I would have had to do the same thing with the zeros. I would have to see which one was bigger. In this case, 6 is bigger than 4. Okay? So remember, when you're comparing numbers and ordering them, start with the biggest place first, whether it's hundreds, tens. If there's only ones, then there's nothing really else to start, right? But start with the highest place, and then work your way down. Because if you have more hundreds in one number than the other, you don't even have to look at tens and ones. You know that if it has more hundreds, it's a bigger number. Or if it has less hundreds, it's a smaller number if you're looking for the smaller number. All right, so that's what you're going to be reviewing today. And you're going to be comparing and ordering numbers on your own. So, as always, do your best, work hard, and have a great rest of your day.